Question: Are you ready for part two of some more fun money saving and tips? Here we go. Back in 30. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to part two of some joyful money saving hacks. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran viewer here, sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by to say hello, hello, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope one day you come back and stick around. For anyone who missed yesterday was part one. And there were actually 7 tips plus a bonus tip. So you may be interested to go back to that so you understand what we're talking about. Hope everybody's doing well today. Going to get right back to it. Need my trusty glasses again. And hopefully soon the weather will improve. Let's see. Okay, wire hangers. You know those wire hangers you get many times from the dry cleaner? They're just basically a wire hanger, the kind that you can undo. Those make great potential wreaths or project wires to work with. So I have done it. I've made Christmas wreaths out of those. You can make any time of the year wreath out of it. And the cute part of all is you have the little hook when you close it up. It's already there. There's probably a couple of those hanging up in your closet right now. Next, you know those Pringle chips containers? Pringles chip containers, that type of container, that little, round, tall container. They make a perfect little piggy bank, actually, to stash your little petty cash in or coins or whatever. Easy access to, just flip the lid off. You can pour your money out when you need it. And it fits right into your pantry, and some people may never even think you have anything stashed like cash if you stick that one in your pantry, but only you would know where that would be. Next, go to your pantry and see what yummy vegetable can be folded into an omelet. Whenever you're really like down to bare bones, if you have a dozen eggs or less, enough eggs to make a meal with, even if it's one egg, go directly to your pantry. You'll have the protein, which is the egg. Go see if you have like a can of mushrooms or a can of, some people buy canned spinach, some people, whatever canned item, asparagus, whatever you have. Even some people have canned potatoes, whatever. If it's in your pantry or freezer, and you could fold it into an egg, make an egg scramble, or even some leftover chopped ham or chopped roast beef, whatever, or chicken, you have yourself an instantly quick, good meal that will satisfy you. So this is why it's important to keep stuff into your extended pantry for those times when you just, something happens for whatever reason, or you couldn't get to the grocery store that week, or you didn't want to get to the grocery store that week, or whatever the reason. If you have some eggs in that refrigerator, wow, you could team it up with something in your pantry on the cheap and put something nutritious together. So don't forget that. And of course, canned corned beef hash. You could heat up the corned beef hash as such and make 2 fried eggs on the side and a little bit of toast. You got yourself a meal on the cheap. Okay, back to the glasses. Empty boxes. Okay. I suggest, like, if you ever get empty boxes for whatever reason, maybe they're like the kind that come from the company that begins with letter A, or just whatever kind, try to hang on, not to all of them, because you don't want to have too many boxes taking up space, but keep a couple. Did it ever like happen to you, like you had a situation where you go, oh man, I wish I had a box for that purpose or this purpose? And if you're starting out building your brand new stockpile, a box is the way to go at the very, very beginning. So you can, put your stuff in there. And if you have a couple of boxes, you can categorize it. One box just for canned goods, another box for dried mixes, another box for rice, beans type product. So do that and it'll work out. Or for whatever the reason, keep at least one or two empty cardboard boxes available in your closet and label that box clearly for future reference. Labeling makes things so much easier. You can look at a glance and know what you're dealing with. Okay, next, check your food inventory and be sure to use stuff close to your expiration. Remember that food waste is never a good thing, and why not enjoy the fruits, ha ha, pun not intended, of your hard earned labor? That's true. Think of it this way: if you put stuff away wherever, whether it's your fridge, whether it's your freezer, whether it's your local pantry, the one that you use in your kitchen, or whether it's your extended pantry, keep an eye out on all your stuff, because as time goes by and you're not using it, you don't want that inventory to turn into eventual food waste. Keep in mind, you paid for that item with your hard-earned cash. You paid for that item already. Why pay twice? Why pay twice? It's okay, and it is actually imperative to use your stuff. So just be very familiar, get to be friends with your refrigerator and freezer and your regular cabinets in your kitchen pantry, as also to be very familiar and keep inventory of your extended pantry. Now, I know it sounds like a lot of work, but at the end of the day, once you really become familiar with everything, it becomes a much more organized and really, really a smooth operation. Okay, this tip I personally love, okay, because I do it. I had a couple of beat up looking 13 by 9 pans, baking pans. They've seen better days, really went through the mill. I also had a couple of 13 by 9 plastic containers minus the lid. I said, well, I don't want to not use these. There's got to be a purpose. And there is. And you may consider it too. And it'll cost you zero if you have these items. It's so easy for me to keep my refrigerator clean every week. Why? Because I corral things in those 13 by 9s. I'm telling you, if you have a spare 8 by 8 on another shelf, the 13 by 9s I like to keep on a lower shelf. Like I'll put all my condiments on one side in a 13 by 9. I'll put some other things like small juice containers or small milk containers, because a friend of mine blesses me with her milk containers because she doesn't like milk and she gives me her milk containers. So I have that. So I keep them. I'm not going to not use them. So they're in my refrigerator. And every time I want to clean up my refrigerator, and of course there goes the bird clock. La, 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 la. Is he going to do it again? No? Twice. Okay, that was enough. Let me get back to this. So when it comes time to clean up my refrigerator, which generally is on a Friday, okay? And it's usually once a week. On a very busy time, it could go to 9 or 10 days. Never past 10, okay? Just don't like to do that. Also, prior to grocery hauls is a great idea to clean out your refrigerator. So make space, clean it out, know your inventory. It works out. But having these 13 by 9s, I'm telling you, every time I want to clean up my refrigerator, I just take out the pans. I'm taking out the pan. I'm not going in that refrigerator going, 10, 20 times separate items. And there's always inevitably that item that somehow crawls to the way back of the refrigerator, like a little bit of a milk container that if you have a really cold back of your refrigerator, it ends up being a frozen item. How many times does that happen to anybody? Or like some dairy product that just freezes that really shouldn't be frozen type thing. So back to what I'm saying. Utilize your 13 by 9 pans or buy a very, very inexpensive one at the dollar store and use it as a corral for your little items that get on your nerves in your refrigerator. That it looks neater, you pull them out, and use it sort of like a drawer. I love that idea. Okay, let's see what else, where I'm at here. I actually kind of said this already, but it is true. I want to see if my page is stuck together. Okay. This is important, so it is bearing worth repeating. Become friends with the inventory that you have in all of your food resources. Be it your fridge, be it your freezer, be it your regular, concurrent cabinets in your kitchen pantry, if you will, and then, of course, your extended pantry, if you will. By the way, before I forget, a subscriber who happens to be a friend of mine gave me a wonderful chicken soup recipe, of which I'm going to record a video and talk about the recipe that should be uploaded this coming Friday in a couple of days. If not, let me think, Wednesday, Thursday. This should be airing on Thursday, so it'll be tomorrow, your time. Okay? Okay. Soup is perfect for this time of the year, especially on chilly, rainy days like this. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings, tips, and tricks. Going to try to close out the show. And I do say try because you know my track record with this. Be right back with a wave. Look at that. Look at that. We survived. Have an amazing, fantastic day. See you tomorrow.